So in this video I'm going to replace this A11 charging port. If you look closely, you can see that the pins are bent up, and we had some dirt inside of the port, so I'm going to replace this port. Actually have the phone in pieces here, so all you need to do is to take off the back cover, remove the plastic piece at the back, and yeah, right. So there are different ways of removing this port, but what I realized working on this port, there are a lot of fine components at the back. We also have an IC here, and that's the problem. When you heat, you have to be so careful that you don't damage anything. Also, we do have the pins covered with glue. That's from the factory, so that's the factory glue that is covering the back of the pins. If you can see where I'm talking about at the back. So I am going to heat up my soldering iron, and I am going to try and move some of that glue, and then I'm going to take off the port. And I also have a brand new port here, in which we are going to replace with that one. So yeah, I'm going to use soldering iron, and at least if I remove some of the glue at the back, right? It will be easier for us, right? So I already removed most of it. So guys, I'll have to try and take this off using a technique, right? Because we have these metal antennas on the board. So I'm gonna heat directly on the port, because I don't want anything to come off because of the heat. It's indeed a lot of heat. So that's it. So that's what I did. I just heated directly on top of the port to get it out. Nothing came off. As I said, we do have a lot of small components on it, so we do have some solder piece. So I do have solder piece on it, and we are going to solder the pins. And then we're going to install the new port. This flux is a low melt flux. It's 138. So basically it should Even though my soldering iron is not that hot, it should heat up, melt up. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Just going to make sure that the pins are intact. I know some guys like to clean off the old solder and put on the new ones. So what we need to do, we need to look at this one. So this port do have two rows. Have one at the back and one in the front. So we just want to make sure that we solder those pins correctly. You also want to make sure that none of the pins are joined together, right? From what I'm seeing so far, there's a space in the middle. That space is normal. If by some means you are wondering, I just showed you the space. So it's just for us to align the port. I'm at 400 degrees temperature. So just looking at it, it looks good. Nothing came off. And just have a look at it. It's looking good. But the question is it working? Are all the pins soldered correctly? As this port do have a lot of pins. It works. Let's see. It works. And I can see that we are good to go. 5%. Yeah. So this was a job well done. Yeah. Let me know in the comment section. Do like, share, and subscribe.